Chelsea Green retains in her first US title defense. Bayley becomes the #1 contender for Tiffany Stratton's championship in a banger Fatal 4-Way match. Kevin Owens arrives and disrupts the main event. We cover SmackDown and Raw news every single week. We're in a new Netflix era. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. And stay tuned.
First episode of SmackDown on Netflix, much better than the Raw. Even though the Raw had so much more stuff and it was bigger, it was better, had more stars. This is the SmackDown we want to see. We didn't want to see like that dog shit Raw. This is better. This is what we want as a weekly viewer. Show starts out with Paul Heyman calls out Cody Rhodes, tells him you've been a great champion and what you've done with the title has been amazing. But Roman's coming back for his belt.
Yep. He says Roman wins back his Fowler, but he wants to win back his title. And Cody respects this. But one thing that's interesting is Roman isn't just going to walk into WrestleMania main event. He's not just going to be that part-timer that we think he all is.
Yes, he is. What is he talking about?
No, he's not. He's going to enter the Royal Rumble and do it that way. He's going to try and win the Rumble. And if not, you mentioned that he might have to go through the Elimination Chamber as well.
No, because John Cena's winning the Royal Rumble.
I fucking pray.
We need a miracle to happen. He is a part-timer, by the way. I don't know what my co-host is saying here. No, what a dickhead.
He's a part.
He's going to show up to the PLEs. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the Rock 2.0 where he only shows up to the PLEs? Shows up on NXT to swear a lot?
We are going to see this trilogy one way or another, the final match of the trilogy, except it's going to be a lot more respectful this time.
Oh, God, we need Cody to win. We need Cody to win.
Yeah, Cody will win and put it to bed. He's going to put this to bed. Solo is at home with his arse pounding after that beating from Roman. He's nowhere to be seen. And thank God, because if we saw Solo coming out, doing all the Tribal Chief stuff again, immediately after losing to Roman, it would just, which I think that's what he's going to do next week anyway. But that being said, the Bloodline were on smoke tonight. They were everywhere. They were in every segment, every match. They were tearing shit up, just letting you know that they're still there, whether you like them or not. And then, Bev, would you like to move on?
Meechin versus Chelsea Green.
Yep. Serviceable match. Nothing to write home about.
And it was a great match. We got the long bag.
Oh my God.
Everyone enjoys.
The most dangerous move in wrestling, bro.
The long bag.
He called it the long back attack.
If Becky Lynch was here, she wouldn't put up with this. She'd have a word with Meechin in the bag.
By the way, I'm not putting the clip in of her twerking, so I'm just it's twerking. Meechin twerks.
Right, yeah, sorry. The long back is Meechin twerking, which is ridiculous, by the way. She's great in the ring. She doesn't really have a over personality like LA Knight or something. Yeah. So I guess that's why she's doing the long back, the twerking to compensate, so people will watch it like
remember her, yeah.
But that's not championship material.
That being said, it was a decent, serviceable match. There wasn't too much interference. Chelsea cheated. She held tight. She did a roll-up win, but she, for the most part, held her own. Again, not many spots to recall, but serviceable match overall.
Piper Niven as Secret Service.
She had an earpiece in, dude.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. It was cool. She was like a glittery bodyguard. And it looks like Meechin and Chelsea aren't done by a long shot, and Meechin will probably eventually grab that title off Chelsea, but she's now got one defense under her belt. On to Garza versus Pretty Deadly, Beeb's favorite faction in WWE right now.
Who doesn't like Pretty Deadly?
Yes, boys!
They get a lot of screen time these days.
They are indeed, yeah.
And they're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch. But again, it was another serviceable match. The funnest part of the match was when Kit Wilson was begging for DIY to come save him.
Mid of the ring. Please save us, DIY.
It was like, DIY, come save us. They did not come and save them. There will be an eventual feud between those two, I reckon. But Pretty Deadly are just too stupid to realise they're being played at the minute. And hopefully we get that title match one day. Garza pick up the win. Pretty clean, I think. Some nice spots. They're always fun to watch in the ring. But yeah, they pick up the win. And next we had another title match.
For the US men's title.
Yes, sir.
LA Knight versus Shinsuke. Or as Karen likes to call him, Shit Stain.
I do not call him. I call him Sithsuke.
Right.
You call him Shit Stain.
He's just such a great wrestler, and I'm so excited that he's champion. And even though they flipped the switch on like two title changes last Monday Night Raw, they didn't want to flip the switch for Shinsuke. No. They said nope, we're not switching it. SmackDown doesn't get any love. It felt like a good SmackDown, but no, of course they don't want to flip the fucking switch on the stuff we actually want to see, dude.
Not only did they not flip the switch on LA Knight picking up his championship again, they didn't even flip the switch on Shinsuke. He didn't win the match either. It was a no contest because for some fucking reason, the Bloodline come out and interrupt the match, and I think it was referenced to a promo earlier.
Yeah.
When LA Knight kicked them out.
Yeah, LA Knight kicked them out because security couldn't do it. Jacob Fatu would hurt a lot of people.
He would hurt a lot of people. He's a bad man. He said that he wasn't using his inside voice, so I put his ass outside. LA Knight's just cold with it, and that's why they came and ruined this match. Yeah, again, I think this is the few weeks in a row we've seen US title matches interfered with Bloodline business. I don't like that. I think put Jacob Fatu in a US title triple threat or a contendership. Let him do something.
I don't know what they're going to do, but Cody and Jimmy come out to save them.
Yeah.
Well, save them, but whatever.
Weird pairing. Is Cody in the Bloodline now or something?
I don't know, because then Cody grabs a mic and he says, I want them tonight. I want to do a match with Jimmy. And it's like, ugh.
And very quickly, the fact that a US title match just happened is completely forgotten. I don't like that. I don't like how it's overshadowed. But anyway, that sets up the main event.
The main event.
Me and Beav let out a
We
big
had
groan.
two more matches that were better than this. I'll tell you what it was. The next one after this match, Motor City Machine Gun versus A-Town Under. Oh my days, that was a brilliant match.
It was a brilliant match.
Motor City Machine Guns, they are so good in the ring.
Yeah.
The moves they do, their finishers. There's not another tag team who does it like them. They are the best on SmackDown and probably the best tag team
in the world.
In the world right now.
Yeah, there's no other tag team better.
They're brilliant. Dude.
There's no other tag team better. The chemistry, neither one is better than the other. Every move they do as a tag team looks so devastating that I couldn't even pick out which one was the finisher if it wasn't for the announcement team and you let me know. But their entrance, everything, their presentation since they came to the WWE for the first time is amazing. And this match looked really good.
Motor City Machine Gun picking up the win. Mm-hmm. They do their nice little tag team move, and then they get to the top rope, spin him around, bring him down,
drop on him,
and win. Which right choice. They've actually booked a right choice for once.
And it was Austin Theory that took the pin. Again, just two cocky heels. They don't lose anything by losing. They'll be just as cocky, just as arrogant next week. And they're cool matching gear though. I'd like that. And MCMG are just clawing their way back to the tag team gold. They look amazing. Best match of the night at this point. Then moving on to, it was backstage, DIY and Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly are there holding their heads after being beat up, saying, why didn't you come out and help? Tommaso Ciampa, very bitey, very like a pit bull, ready to fight them. But Johnny Gargano...
Hugging his title still.
Hugging his title, yeah, like a newborn. Johnny Gargano is playing peacemaker, making sure that they stay on side, promising them a title match in return, which, who knows if that will come, but fingers crossed, because we would love to see that. And Apollo Crews comes in, just like you said, Bev, the biggest shit stirrer in the backstage locker room.
Yeah, he's just, each week he comes out and he's just stirring the pot, bro.
He's just floating around, dropping truth on people.
For what reason, dude? You know what we call that? What Jacob Fatu would call that? We call that a snitch.
We call that a snitch in the clink.
We got this little rat running around snitching, dude.
So he tells Pretty Deadly that if you're too stupid to see that they're playing you, then you deserve everything you're going to get.
He's got his nose in everyone else's business, bro. What is his storyline?
He doesn't even have a tag team. He's just in the US title division.
He's just about just stirring up shit,
bro.
Causing problems.
Beef with Shinsuke, beef with LA Knight, even beef with the Bloodline because they fucked your matches up. But leave Pretty Deadly alone, dude. Yeah. Leave DIY alone. They ain't doing nothing to you, bro.
Tiffy promo.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which has Nia Jax come out, Bayley come out, Naomi come out, Bianca come out.
Wow.
And then just some shenanigans, dude.
It was shenanigans.
And then they all start brawling. Tiffy hits a moonsault on everyone. And Nick Aldris comes out and says, you know what? Everyone wants a match. You want a match. You want a match. We're doing it tonight on SmackDown.
Right now.
On Netflix. And then they set up a number one contender match, Fatal 4-Way. Nia, Naomi, Bianca and the other one, Bayley.
Bayley. Oh God,
she's so forgettable. Her music popped and we didn't even
know who it was.
We were like, oh, who's coming out? Maybe this is interesting.
Yeah,
and then it's Bayley.
So Tiffany comes out to the ring and tells us all that she wasn't being bullied by Nia. She was playing Nia the entire time in order to get her trust. Yada yada yada. She's been interviewed by Baron Saxton. She's pretty happy. It's Tiffy time or whatever.
We're at the Tiffy top.
We're at the Tiffy top. Ugh. And Nia comes out with the mic and says, Tiffany, you ungrateful little shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a direct quote. Nia said shit on TV, dude. Our precious little ears. We couldn't believe it. Oh, no.
She is the Rock's cousin or something. So.
Kids, mommy, what does shit mean? shit. So yeah, Nia doing it, who's a regular, who's here week in, week out, saying shit. That is crazy. Unbleeped as well. Yeah. But let me start marking out over that cuss word.
I can't believe they said the word.
Yeah, neither can I. But Nia comes down and cuts a pretty mid promo after that. I mean, she doesn't sound menacing at all. She sounds like petty. She sounds jealous. She doesn't sound menacing.
Honestly, dude, you know what it was? It was the battle of the annoying voices, bro.
Genuinely.
Low-key, Nia and Tiffy's voices are quite piercing. They're so piercing. And then we get Naomi who comes out and she sounds fine. And
huge pop for Naomi.
Naomi. Well, actually, unless she did it to Jade.
Which is weird because Naomi is my favourite women's superstar right now. But I'm hesitant in saying that because she might have done it to Jade.
If she did it to Jade, it's over. I'm not a fan.
No, but the links are there. She's got her hair dyed purple. She's the one talking before Bianca. She's getting massive for her booze. The story's there. Story's there. She took out Jade and now she's risen to the top. But Naomi is so over with the fans in Oregon that she had to stop talking and go, hey, y'all, and just say hi to everyone because they loved her. And I popped for that. And Bianca comes out and we have the best match of the night. Wow.
Oh, and we thought the Motor City Machine Gun match was going to be the best match of the night. It wasn't. It was this one. This one picked it up, which is a fatal four-way with all of the women stars.
Yep. And Bianca was showing out a bit of tag team move. There was a bit of tension when Naomi and Bianca were left in the ring alone, who were a tag team. They had a bit of a stare down, but ultimately did not attack each other directly. Naomi got whipped with Bianca Weir's long-ass braid by accident after Candice LeRae's interference.
Yeah, Candice came out for what, dude?
She
did
nothing.
Absolutely
Moral
nothing.
support. Ugh. There is WWE sowing seeds of doubt in this tag team, and then you've got Jade at home as well, who's injured. It's just, there's so much going on.
What happened to Jade?
Yep.
What happened to Jade and who did it? Because I will be sliding for her.
It was Nia. Yeah, imagine,
Yikes,
bro.
dude, could you imagine?
But anyway, we can recall all the spots, but you need to go and see this match. It was fantastic. Bayley hit
fast-paced.
It was so fast-paced. There was a moment when Bayley and Bianca they had a bit of a face-off, and they were like, it was like a 30-second, just non-stop action. It was incredible.
They took a lot of time. And I'm glad because the time went quick because it was such a good match.
It could have gone for
so enjoyable.
10. Yeah, it was amazing. It could have gone for another 10 and then we still would have enjoyed it. It was amazing. And Bayley picks up the win after pinning
Naomi.
Naomi gets... Oh, damn, that hurts. Yeah, Naomi takes the pin. How did you feel about that, Beef?
Not too fussed because, she might have been the one who did it to Jade, so... I'm holding my judgments until I know who did it to Jade.
How do you feel about Bayley picking up the win as well?
Who gives a shit? I would have been happier with any of the other three picking up the win. I would have been happy with Nia taking it. I'm not happy, bro. Because all I can remember of Bayley right now is that match with Chelsea Green, which was absolutely dog shit. I don't know how we reacted to it, but we must have called it that bad. Because all I can remember is just it was so god-awful. It was so boring. It was terrible. And Bayley, we don't even know her theme song when it goes, She's just not it, bro.
No. That being said, she has the capacity to put on a good match with Tiffy, who is also incredible in the ring. This match was incredible. Yeah. And then on to the main event, which me and Beeve, I think I can speak for you on this, we were not excited for. But that being said, we were pleasantly surprised because when you lower your expectations, Cody is always good in the ring. I just thought it'd be an average match, and it was fun. It was fast-paced. It didn't last long. It was only 15 minutes, I think.
Thank God.
And it wasn't even 15 minutes of match time because we had Kevin Owens shenanigans at the end. So
how about you tell us that Jacob line when they were walking out, Jacob and Tama?
Oh yeah, Jacob's becoming a bit of a mouthpiece for the bloodline, which is strange because he only said like "I love you" Solo, 4 words. So he comes out and he says Jimmy, or he says Jim. The difference between our bloodline, your bloodline, is your bloodline left you on the front line, the dead line. He's just spitting bars, bro.
Spitting bars. He was locked away for a while, so he must have been.
He was sitting in the cell, right, like a fucking 8 Mile, dude. Yeah, dude, slim Fatu out here spitting bars. And he roasts Cody Rhodes as well. He says, "Your nightmare is here," referring to himself and Tama Tonga, who, on another note, hits a move, a brilliant springboard, gets up, hits the yeah, and
the crowd does it with him.
The crowd does it with him. It's amazing.
He's actually over, and he's got like a bit of, he's got a slogan that the crowd pop with.
Yeah.
Same with Jacob when he goes, "I love you."
The crowd does it,
which he did in this match, even though Solo's not here. But he's glazing while Solo's watching.
Great match. There's a point when Kevin Owens comes out in some of the most vibrant trainers I've ever seen, dude. And Cody Rhodes immediately sees red. He said he'd beat up anyone that even looked like KO.
Just like earlier in the day where he sees him and he just goes after him.
Yep.
Like, he does it here.
Save it for the Rumble.
He's literally in the middle of a match and he just goes off and leaves Jimmy bare bone, bro.
He does.
With the Samoan werewolf. Oh, dearie me.
He leaves Jimmy high and dry, who very quickly, they were on top, they had both of them defeated, but very quickly things go tits up and Jimmy takes the pin and loses the match, which is,
2v1. It's just, what do you want Jimmy to do? Huh?
No.
He can't do it, bro.
No, and the Bloodline needed that win. I mean, I guess
I'm glad they
win.
won, but it means nothing and it will lead to nothing, so.
It means even more nothing because they were getting pieced up and would have lost if not for KO.
We're getting Solo next week on SmackDown, so I don't know what direction they're going to go with that. I'm not excited for it.
Me neither. Because I'm worried that it will just be the same old, acknowledge me.
Yeah, how are you going to acknowledge him if he doesn't have the Ula file and he's not the tribal chief? It's just, yeah. What are they going to do?
I don't want him to even ask to be acknowledged. I want him to come out...
And do something different.
Do something different
and just revenge tour or something.
Revenge tour. Go after gold instead. If you can't get the Ulafala, get tag team champions. Get even. Don't get over. Get even. The show ends with KO and Cody Rhodes fighting, throwing hands. They get to a point when they stood on some set decorations, some boxes, and there's 2 fold-up tables conveniently placed.
We were using that.
Of course you were, brother. You can't have a pop-up table at a wrestling show and expect it to still be intact.
By the end of this show, it's going to be up. No chance.
First time I heard, bro. Okay. So anyway, they're up and KO looks like he's going to do a move to Cody off the boxes, but he fails. He knocks Cody back. Cody Rhodes charges at him and tackles him through both the tables onto concrete, and these men are just flat out. And Cody Rhodes is getting up and looks fine, but Kevin Owens, in his woozy state, is still trying to get after Cody. It is hatred between these two. And we just want to say one thing before we end this review. Kevin is right.
Kevin's right, bro. Earlier in the day, when he was talking to Cody Rhodes, he was just rinsing him.
It was straight facts.
And everything that was coming out of his mouth was right. You're acknowledging Paul Heyman, and he just told you that Roman wants his belt back. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
And he did look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And then he just starts bulldozing and whatever.
Yeah, and Cody Rhodes has nothing to say. All he can answer with is his fists. Like the video if you enjoyed the recap. Subscribe for more. And that's all we have to say. Or is it?
No pop.
No pop.